Hi, I'm Kurt from Oz Armour and welcome to Workshop Wednesday.
Last week, Daryl had pretty much the entire hull stripped out. All that's left now are the brake shoes, which it turns out are extraordinarily difficult to remove. They're locked in with these pins and the tolerances are really fine. One thing we've noticed in this rear area is someone that has written letters with weld and we've highlighted it with chalk. We can't really make sense of it, but maybe you can. Comment a theory down below. Along with this, Jesse came across something hiding under the transmission.
So we found this pretty rare piece. We think that maybe one of the German drivers or operators, they've had a tobacco tin. Just that lid, there was nothing else, but it's cool that that's survived.
But whereabouts was it roughly?
So this was underneath the transmission on the right-hand side. There was a lot of rust and, there was tools that had fallen in from us working in there, and I was just reaching in, I saw it and I was like, oh, what's that? And pulled it out, and
Wow.
pretty cool. Never seen anything like that before.
While Daryl struggles with these brake shoes, Jesse is going to start stripping down the running gear, starting with the rear idler.
Might just put a little bit of spray on it. Because we're split up at the moment. Actually push them in.
Yeah, I know.
Put the washer on. Stops it from turning, spinning.
Where do they push them in?
Just in the side here.
Oh.
There we go. Cap comes off. See, it's pretty greased.
Yeah, the grease looks good.
That's good.
Oh, it's
very
smelly. Ugh. Nice.
Get all that grease off. So, that's not pinned. That's not pinned. How does that nut hold on? Well, you would think there would be a locking tab to stop the nut from letting loose. I've got no idea how this is held on. See, we don't know, but this might have been pulled apart by the people that restored it previously too. They might have pulled this off and had a bit of a look at it and realised how big of a job it was and went, oh, we'll just put things back. This is just a washer.
So that's a lock washer.
Oh,
But it wasn't hit up.
yeah, but see, this washer is just to space it off to stop it from touching this face here, because this face here spins, see? That washer does have a locating tab in it, so see it's got this little flick here, so that does go into that slot there. Thread that nut all the way on, the nut might bind up on this, so this washer is to space that nut off to stop it from actually grabbing on the turning surface.
Okay.
Alright.
So that should just come off now.
Should do it. Move it back and forth.
You're going to need a hammer, I reckon.
Probably. Maybe. Anything? Not really.
No. String it out though.
I reckon I might have to get maybe something in there to try pry it off. Like a screwdriver? Maybe not.
So what we have here is a ratchet type system. The teeth here are spring loaded and mesh with the teeth on the idler wheel unit. So as you pull up, it clicks up and locks it into its higher position.
Gonna have to pack it up a lot more than I thought. Okay. So we've got more over here. Those. Because then that way.
Everyone's helping out.
Down. How's that? Yep. Oh no. Oh, just. Very good. Spins good, this one.
Next up is a return roller, bump stop and shock absorber. There are a few different types of bump stop and shock absorber. When we start fixing them up, we'll go into a bit more detail on what they do and why they're different.
Oh, it did it. Didn't even have to touch it. Beautiful. Right on the ground.
Someone would have had this off before. Oh, is that missing a bolt?
Yeah, it'll be missing a bolt most likely. Beautiful. Yep. So yeah, you can see you get your two different ones, and then you've got your center line where you can put a bearing puller on. So I'm hoping that this will just pull off
Easily.
We've had some luck, and then we've had no luck.
Whoa. Too strong, Jesse.
Oh, that's right, Daryl's in there.
Daryl's in there.
Nothing, is there?
Nah.
We're not having any luck at all, so Jesse fabricated this jig. Now we can use some thick threaded rod to push against the shaft and hopefully pop the wheel off.
Alright, they're all in. Okay, so that's tight.
Jess has some steel wedges in behind to help apply more pressure.
Here we go.
See if we get lucky.
No
luck.
No. Pretty tight, man. Ready? Yep. got a nick in the bearing wall, the inner one. See?
Nah.
Yeah.
Got him.
With the wheels off, Jess can move on to the suspension bogies.
How do you think this comes apart then?
So we're not 100% sure because we haven't pulled one apart just of yet. This here is the housing which houses the actual shaft. It's welded to the floor and that and bolted to the hull side. This bolt here holds a cap on and it will screw actually into the shaft. So we're hoping once we pull that off, this will pull apart and then this shaft should just pull through. That one screw.
That's pretty good. It's a good start. Well, it's undercover, isn't it?
Yeah, so these were kind of housed away from the weather, which we're pretty lucky with. Yep. So it's just a bolt and a tab washer. So this should just be a cover that we should be able to pull off. Yep. That's a cover. You can actually see it's got a little hole. It's got a locating pin in here on the shaft. So this will be the bearing. There'll be a bearing in here, and there'll most likely be a bearing up the other end.
Man, that's pretty free.
Just see if we can wiggle it out a little bit.
Yeah, it's moving.
Does it look like it's moving in? Or it's just moving up and down?
It's just turning on the bearing.
Yep. Yep. That's moving. Yep. Look at that. Wow.
Ooh.
That was actually a lot easier than I thought it was going to be to come out.
Wow, we could do all of them.
Maybe. Maybe. That would be hard to get off. Oh, I'll just have to get rid of the cap on the Oh, yeah.
We're all coming off pretty easy so far.
Yeah, no, really easy. That
2
one.
for 2.
Right out. Right.
Got him.
Sorry about the noisy background. It's just Steve and Graham working on the T72. I know it was just a short episode this week, but it actually took 2 whole days to get this footage. There's a lot of trial and error that takes up a lot of time, and it just isn't that fun to watch, but I'll make sure we have another short video on the WESPE this Friday. Jesse worked really hard on this, so if you think he earned it, show your support by subscribing, liking and commenting on the video. That's all we have time for today. Join us next Wednesday for your weekly tank restoration fix. So until then, I'm Kurt from Armour. I'll see you on the next one.